Hello nerds! Thank you for watching Generally Nerdy. This is Renaissance Nerd. This is a new series that I'm trying out. To start off, it's going to be just cooking stuff. We're going to do one video for Renaissance Nerd a week. So for the cooking parts, it's going to be based around one meal. So the first video will be a side dish. The second video will be a prep for the entree. The third video will be the entree. And then the fourth video will be how to use that dish as leftovers so that you can maximize and not throw away food, and then you don't have to spend a bunch of money going out to eat because you can make some really delicious stuff at home. Eventually, I want to get this series into more aspects of everyday nerd life. Right now, we're just going to nerd out on food, and who doesn't like to eat, right? Everybody has to eat, so you kind of gotta like it. So this video for this month is going to be the side dish, which this month we're doing just a salad. So basically, I'm showing you how to make a salad dressing, vinaigrette to be specific. So let's jump into the intro real quick so that we can get into the food, right?
Alright, so there's a basic theory behind doing a vinaigrette. You need oil and vinegar is the two primary ingredients. Anything beyond that is to add flavor or to add emulsification. So these first two ingredients, honey and Dijon mustard, are both flavor and emulsification. Your primary emulsifier is going to be the oil. Any fruit that you might add, you can also add straight sugar, but who wants to be boring and just add straight sugar? These blackberries are going to sweeten it up a little bit more and add a bunch of flavor. So do not skip the fruit if you're doing a fruity vinaigrette. You can also do a flavored vinegar, which will add some sweetness to it, but we're going to do a little bit of both. Next is the salt. You don't want to go overboard on the salt because things will get really salty. You just want to add enough that it's going to bring all of your flavors together. So you can't really pick any one flavor out in particular. They're all just kind of married together well, and that's the purpose of salt in this. And then this is our vinegar. I used raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar just because I have an abundance of it, so why not use it? You can really use any kind of vinegar. I would stay away from a balsamic because that will be too overpowering on your flavor profile. And then blend. And this part is equally as important. You want to blend all of these ingredients together by themselves before you add any further emulsification. The reason is you want to make sure that your honey and Dijon mustard have been incorporated well enough that they're going to hold all of the elements together. And that's kind of the emulsification in and of itself, but then you need to add body to it, and that's what the olive oil is for. There is our olive oil. Eventually we'll do a little bit of a class on olive oil or something along those lines. The key to remembering for these purposes, though, is the ratio. Traditionally, a vinaigrette is 1 part vinegar to 2 parts oil. In a restaurant, generally speaking, you're going to do 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil. But because we have effectively 3 other emulsification agents, we can just do the 1 part to 2 parts and it will not break. This, you'll see, this part of the video I did the day before, and then when we build the actual salad, it's the following day, and the vinaigrette did not break. The very key part of this is, and that was all real time, still going, and you see the color, the difference in color there. The key part of that is to add that oil very, very slowly. Yes, we do have 2 other emulsifiers in this mix, but you still need to add your oil very, very slowly so that it incorporates properly. Otherwise, it will separate. And now you have a beautiful and delicious vinaigrette. Nice and creamy, real smooth. And like I said, that will not break.
All right, now we can put together the salad since we're just about ready to eat everything else.
So now we're going to build it real quick. There's our greens, and then we're going to put some tomatoes in with it. And we had some extra pancetta. We made some deviled eggs earlier in the day, so we're going to top it off with a little bit of pancetta. Pancetta, if you don't know, is basically just bacon. There's our dressing. Like I said, this is the next day, so that sat in the fridge overnight and did not break. So just throw about 2 ounces of those greens in that bowl, 2 or 3 ounces. Tomatoes here in a moment. There we go. Now we got tomatoes. And if you're dressing for an event, for friends, for company, rule of threes or rule of odds, I guess, is more appropriate. Anything looks better in odd numbers. So now we're drizzling that dressing over the top. And the rule of odds is not a hard and fast rule. It's really super subjective, but any proper chef, any culinary teacher, anything like that will tell you that things are more visually appealing in odd numbers.
And this is your side dish video for the month, guys. Real simple, real easy to do. Vinaigrettes are super, super easy as long as you stick to your ratios. Come back next week for the prep for the main course. We're going to work on some cutting, some peeling, and some seasoning of our meat. Don't forget, you can find the full recipe over on the Patreon site, patreon.com/generallynerdy, or you can see the basic instructions down in the video description, or over on the website for free, also down in the video description. You can find basic instructions there as well. The website is generallynerdy.net. Also up on the website, you can find the links to the store, you can find the social media links, everything that is involved as such is all up there on the website, so go check it out, generallynerdy.net. Over on the stores, we've got a bunch of shirts. Like I said just last week, I am working on some more t-shirt designs for the stores, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I will definitely announce them when they go up. But before you go looking for all of the things, definitely click the subscribe button if you're brand new here to Generally Nerdy, or if you like this episode, make sure you click that like button. For other videos that might interest you, definitely check out one of these boxes right here to the left of my face. But before you go, always remember, if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here. And now we're gonna make some delicious food.